Hey everybody, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. I'm Ben, that's Decker. We are out planting our fruit trees. Hey friends, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. Wanted to give you a quick update on Decker. We got up early this morning, got him over to Johnson City, and they ran an EKG on him. And heart didn't sound real good, and we wanted to wait for the veterinary cardiologist to get a reading on that. At the same time, the vet that he had seen before was there. She is not the one that reads the EKGs, but there was a lot of swelling on his stomach, and what I forgot to mention in the last video, and Denise put in there, is that he had had diarrhea and had thrown up. So things weren't looking real good for Decker, and she's like, she called, we had dropped him off, and we were just kind of occupying time while we waited to hear from the cardiologist and everything. And she said there's a lot of fluid on his belly. That's not a good sign either. But from listening to his heart, they thought they ran not a CT scan. Sorry, I got a frog down there. It sounds like somebody stepping on him is what it sounds like. But they ran a what was it, CT scan? I don't know, anyway, they looked in there to see if there were any tumors or anything that was pushing up on his chest and his heart. But she said not officially diagnosed, but she's like, he's in heart failure. And so we're like, well, you know, that they were keeping him comfortable. Once the specialist read the EKG, she's like, yeah, he's in heart failure. There's a lot going on. And we got back over there. We weren't far from the vet at that point. Got back over there and talked to them about it. And she's like, you could try to prolong his life to get his heart regulated. Basically, it was just kind of undulating. It wasn't really pumping the blood the way it should. He was starting to get a cough. Poor Decker. She's like, we could prolong his life and try to get him back on track, but it would take 5 different medicines 3 times a day, and we're not going to do that to him. You know, we weren't going to make him suffer to give us a couple extra weeks with him. That's not fair to him. He had a really good life. We had him 12 years. He was almost 14. And so we decided to put him down. And you know, it's never easy. They always take a piece of your heart with them, you know. But we've got him buried down there with the pippin apples in our little part of the apple orchard. That's where my great-grandmother buried her dogs and cats. Was in their family orchard, all pippin apples, and that's why I've got a couple pippin apple trees. But anyway, so Decker's no longer with us. He will be missed. He's with all his brothers and sisters that he grew up with, and my daughter sent me a picture of Decker and Abby and Max and Heather, which represents the last 24 years, all of them together, 24 years, you know, nearly half my life. So kind of an end of an era. You know, we've got Loki and Katie and Belle, so we are not without dogs. And we won't be without dogs, but anyway. That's the update. Thank you for your prayers. Anyway, take care. God bless. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Make it so.